How to verify your Bitcoins by generating and creating a Merkle tree. So you're probably wondering, what's a Merkle tree? Do I need it? The answer is yes, you will require this. All will be explained. Welcome to another episode of CryptoCurrent. I'm your host, CryptoRick. On this episode, we're going to show you a step-by-step tutorial on how to generate a Merkle tree for your BSV in your wallets. So without further ado, let's just get straight into it. So firstly, what is this all about? I thought if I had my private key, I would be good. The answer is no. There are still more things you need to do to prove beyond reasonable doubt that you possess and own these Bitcoins. So a quote from the Project Babbage Twitter: "No Merkle proofs equals not on the blockchain." So what do they mean by that? Basically, you have to you not only have to have your private keys, but you have to prove whereabouts your location is on the blockchain. So I will explain this very simply. Suppose your wallet is an address, right? And suppose that it is a tree. The BSV blockchain would therefore be a large forest that keeps expanding, right? As more data is generated on the blockchain, it gets bigger and bigger. Your coins and wallet would be equivalent to a tiny little X on the forest, right? So your coins are sitting in this big forest. Imagine you were talking to someone and said that you held the keys to the coins that were located in the Amazon jungle. The person will ask you to prove the location of your coins to be valid. You show him your wallet address showing yourself holding the coins, but he asks to prove how you actually derived it. In theory, you wouldn't be able to show him the origins of your coins unless you could trace it back to where it came from and its origins to infinitum. Now, of course, right now it's relatively easy, but in the future, when these data blockchains get really big and the servers get really big and the amount of data gets really big, it's actually very hard to prove exactly where your coins came from. So a Merkle tree is basically, think of it like a treasure map. It tells you how to get to your treasure with precision and prove to anyone around you and to your wallet is beyond reasonable doubt in terms of where it is. So what happens if I hold my private keys but no Merkle proof? Again, you should read this article and I'll be pinning it down below. It says how you could actually lose your BSV despite having your private keys. So definitely mandatory reading. The short answer is yes, you could definitely have a situation where you actually can't legally claim ownership over your coins if you don't have a Merkle proof. Now, straight to the meat of the matter. How do I get a printout of the Merkle proof of my wallet address or my transactions? So step one is you go to the BSV block explorer, which is called whatsonchain.com. And when you get there, you should get something like this. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it. If you're not, this is the BSV explorer. Over here, it has the search box. What you're going to need to do is put your public wallet address in the search bar. Keyword public, not your private keys, just your receiving address, the address that you normally plug in to receive Bitcoins, right? The address should start with 1. Okay, so you put that in here and then search. As an example, I've just chosen this random wallet holding 10,000 BSV, lucky person. So as you can see, the address starts with 1 and it's the address wallet. So this is the public address and you can see the Bitcoins there. What you're going to need to do is go to the JSON, click on the JSON tab. And when you click on the JSON tab, you will see some parameters. It obviously shows you the address and other things. The balance, of course, you can see it there, the 10,000 BSVs. What you're actually looking for is the TX ID, which is the transaction ID for this particular one. You're going to pick the first one, and I presume it's the latest one, and it shows you the the height and all that. But at the moment, you're going to copy and paste this TX ID and keep it handy because you're going to need it in the next steps. This is just for exploratory purposes. Sometimes if you're doing it directly, like you're copying and pasting a transaction ID directly, sometimes it appears like this, the transaction, and it's got the ID on top as so. So now what you're going to need to do is open a new tab. So have that previous one on the other tab where the JSON file and all that parameters are, but now you open up a new tab and you're actually going to copy and paste this link. I'll keep it in the description below. Again, this is what you need to copy and paste. If you copy and paste and follow that link, it will take you to a Merkle Tree generation of this test account, right? And this is basically what it looks like. So you can see it's got all the hashes, basically all the steps that it took to get to your wallet. But obviously that's not your wallet. You want to put in your wallet. That was just the test example. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to cut right after where it says TX/, after the slash, you're going to need to cut from here to here. And basically you're going to remove this entire section and you're going to paste your one inside it. So remember that TX ID that I showed you before in your wallet address in the JSON? Well, you're going to take that and you're actually going to insert it where the yellow is. So replace shaded yellow section with your own unique TX ID as copied before. Now you're actually going to get a new link with your new address. As an example, this is the address that I used as an example, but in your example, it will have its own unique thing. So you can see here I've replaced it in bold with the new one. Now you're going to actually follow this entire link or copy and paste it into a new tab, and it will take you to the Merkle tree of your TX ID that you put in for your account. And voila, generates a Merkle Tree Proof. So you can see here it generated the proof for you. There's an option here called Pretty Print, which makes it very pretty and nice. And basically you tick that box. When you tick that box as above, you actually get more details, which is preferable when you want to print it out. It shows you, as an example, the Merkle root, which is a very important digit of number. And it also gives you nice headings like the branches and all of that. So once again, the analogy of a tree. To find the forest, you need to give the trees, the trunks, a large segment of your, derivation, so that you could find and link up to the original block from where it came from. So print this out and also keep another one as a digital copy, save it onto USB and keep it there. If you want to be extra paranoid, you can go through every TX ID and do that. But in reality, you just need the first one should be sufficient. And basically, yeah, if there's any doubt in the future, you could always copy and paste the Merkle tree and track how you actually got your coins. And this is also good from a regulatory point of view. So I wanted to keep this video short and sweet. I didn't want to overwhelm you with too much technical data. I will be releasing more videos on other features from how to get statements and such, how to register keys, etc., how to do all these things. But I'll do them in bite-sized pieces so that it's not too long. Otherwise, people are just gonna get too freaked out. And look, this is a very simple process. All you're doing is copying and pasting the TXID from your wallet address into this template website, and it generates it for you on whatsonchain.com. It gives you the Merkle tree. So otherwise, stay safe. All the coins are all going to make it in the end. Let us surf and ride through the Kali Yuga. And as always, have a good day.
Let's ride.